Hello, welcome back my friends. Today we've got an upper body and core strength session. We're going to go through 9 exercises twice. So it's going to go quickly, it's 20 minutes short, it's super good, you can fit it into your day. You're going to need some dumbbells, a mat and some water to hand. We're going to get going with a little upper body warm up and then we're going to go straight into it. Let's bring the arms overhead. I'm just going to loosen up that upper body. Today we are going to do 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds rest. We'll be working through each exercise, taking that rest in between, and it's going to be nice and quick. Okay, let's crossing the arms over in front, opening out the palms to the ceiling. Keep the knees nice and soft. Lovely. Just keep your hips facing forwards. We're just going to rotate the body to each side. So bringing some mobility into the spine. And then allowing your hips to follow all the way through. It's just increasing that range of movement. Brilliant. Feeling warm through the back. Okay, we're just going to reach up and we're going to open the elbows out behind us. It's just warming up our upper body. And then we're going to get going with the first exercise today, which is going to be a chest press. Okay, just bring your arms in front, elbows together. Brilliant. Okay, so taking a pair of dumbbells. We want to go a little bit heavier than usual. We are going to, I'm just going to set my clock. We're going to come down onto the mat, so your back is on the mat. And we're going to bring our dumbbells up overhead. And then we're going to come out to the sides with those elbows, okay? So you're squeezing up overhead, out to the sides. So squeezing up, keeping your arms nice and controlled. We're exhaling as we press. So squeezing up, keeping those arms in sync. If you want to do this and you've got a bench to hand, you can do it on a bench or a ball, but the floor is also absolutely fine. We've got a few more repetitions of our chest press. Squeezing those dumbbells up. Great stuff. And resting there. Brilliant. Okay. Taking those. Or in fact, for your row, you might be able to row the same weight. So we're going to come into our row, which is for our back. We're going to have feet hip width apart, hinging at the hips, bending those knees. We're going to squeeze our elbows up, keeping them nice and tight into our waist. I'm out behind you, thinking about engaging that belly button to your spine. And stay looking down in front. Just make sure you're hinged over enough. So keeping nice and strong in the back by engaging your core, keeping a bend in those knees. Squeezing all the way back with the shoulders. We've got a couple more repetitions. And resting there. Excellent. I'm going to put those heavier ones down to the side. And we're going to go for an overhead press next, so shoulders. I'm going a little bit lighter with these dumbbells, okay? So feet hip width apart, bending those knees, tailbone under. We're bringing the arms out to the sides and we're pressing overhead. So you can think about inhaling as you come down, exhaling as you press, squeezing up. Brilliant stuff. Keeping those knees nice and soft, tummy to spine, dropping that tailbone under, keeping that body nice and still. We're squeezing up. Brilliant, keep going. You've got a few more. Last one. Good, and resting there. Okay, next up we've got a bicep curl. I'm going to just increase those weights a little bit for my biceps. Okay, we've got our feet hip width apart. Little bend in those knees. Bringing those dumbbells up to your chest. Squeezing them up and slowly down. Keeping this slow. Slow is good, muscles under tension. That's it, squeezing up, slowly down. Having your knees bent, tailbone under. So you've got good posture, standing tall. With those shoulders back. Brilliant stuff. Squeezing up for the last few. Great work, keep them coming. We're going to go for one more. Okay, resting there. Oh, what has happened to my clock? We're going to reset my clock. I don't know why that has gone back to the beginning. Right, starting again. We are going to come into triceps. So coming down onto that mat. We're going to work the triceps today. So we're going to bring our arms up overhead. And we're going to drop those arms behind us, keeping it nice and controlled on the way down. You can push up, keeping those elbows still. So you're dropping those dumbbells behind your head, nice and controlled, squeezing up, working the backs of those arms. Brilliant stuff. Keep it coming. You might feel your arms shaking, that is fine. Keep squeezing up. Brilliant. We've got one more. Okay. Right, we are going to come back to a second set of upper body. So we're going to take our heavier dumbbells for our chest press. We're going to come down onto the mat. With our arms out to the sides, we're going to press overhead. So squeezing those dumbbells up, working that chest. Making sure your dumbbells above your chest, not your neck. So up over the chest. Exhaling as you press. Keeping your arms in sync, keeping it nice and slow. You want your dumbbells to feel heavy by the end. So if it still feels easy at the end of this set, you need to increase that weight next time you do this. So you want it to feel a challenge. Squeezing up. You're doing a great job. Keep breathing. And resting there. Good. I'm going to keep those ones for my row. Coming up to standing. I'm going to bring my feet hip width apart. Bending at the knee. Bottom out behind me, engaging that core, we're rowing up. So squeezing the shoulder blades back, keeping your dumbbells into your waist, your elbows into your waist. We're squeezing back. We're rowing. Great back exercise. Keeping that core engaged. So think about your tummy to spine. And your wrists nice and straight. Squeezing back. Great work. Keep them coming. We've got a few more. And last one. Good. Okay, putting those down. Going a little bit lighter for our shoulders. We've got our overhead press. Coming back onto the mat. Bending those knees, tailbone dropping under, arms out to the sides. We're going to press overhead. I'm going to come down to my knees so you can see me, but you can stay standing. So we're pressing overhead. Keeping that tailbone under. Squeezing up. Keep pressing. Doing a great job. Exhale as you press. We've got a few more in us. Squeezing up, keeping that body nice and still, and resting there. Good work. Okay, bicep curl. Increasing that weight a little bit from shoulders. Everyone's usually stronger in their biceps. Okay, bending those knees, dropping that tailbone. We're coming up in front. So we're squeezing up. Again, keeping that upper body nice and still. Breathing as you go. We're keeping this slow. Squeezing up. Brilliant. Keep them coming. We've got a few more. Working the fronts of those arms before we move on to our triceps and then core. Last one. Okay, resting there. Decreasing the weight a little bit for the backs of the arms. We're going to come down onto our mat. Bring our arms straight up. Keep hinging at the elbow. We're taking those dumbbells behind us. So squeezing back, dropping those dumbbells down. Keeping those arms nice and still, we're just extending at the elbow. So thinking of a hinge, bringing that forearm back. Squeezing up. Great stuff. Keep it coming. Probably feel those arms shaking. Keep squeezing them straight. We're moving on to core next. Last one. Brilliant. Okay, dumbbells to the side. Next up is all body weight. We're going to start on our backs and we're going to bring our elbow to opposite knee. So we're going to start on our backs, bring your legs up, and we're going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. I want you to think about your back staying flat on the mat and just bringing that foot down to the mat. If you want to extend that leg, you can, which makes the lower core work harder. So go with the option to suit you. You want your knees staying straight and taking your elbow to your knee. So you're just lifting those shoulders off the mat. Good. We're working the obliques, the upper abs. Squeezing across. We've got a couple more repetitions. Last one. Okay, resting there. So you're going to take that moment lying on the mat. We're bringing our heels into our bottom. Getting ready for our next exercise, which is heel taps. So we are going to come round to our heel. Tapping the heel, centre, and back. Okay, if you find this is too easy, you can take your heels further away from you. So you're reaching further round to tap those heels. Coming back to the centre. Reaching round. Bring those heels in to make it easier. Again, you'll feel this in your upper abs. Keep breathing as you go. It's a short moment of work. Great stuff. Keep them coming. Last couple of repetitions. And resting there. Letting your head relax on the floor, giving that neck a moment. We are going to come onto our fronts. We've got a plank shoulder tap. Key with this is to keep your hips as still as you can. Okay, so we're coming into our plank. Feet apart at the back. I want you to take your hand to your opposite shoulder. Keeping those hips nice and still. So we don't want rocking hips. We want to keep those hips as still as we can. Engaging that core, keeping your bum down. Great stuff. Bum down, hips still. Keep breathing. Great one for engaging that core. Keeping those hips still. Nice and slowly. Few more repetitions. Good. Knees to the mat and coming down onto our backs. For our last core exercise, before we go through them again, we're doing favourite dead bugs. So knees at 90 degrees, arms up straight. We're going to come out opposite hand, opposite knee. Extending that leg, or you can foot drop it. So working with whichever option works for your core strength. We're coming out, focusing on keeping that lower back nice and flat on the mat. So drawing your tummy to spine, squeezing out with the legs, working the coordination, going at your own pace. Keep breathing, drawing your tummy in, working that lower core. We've got a couple more repetitions. And resting there. Okay, staying where you are, we're going to come into our elbow to knee tap. Next exercise, getting this core working hard today. So bringing your legs to 90 degrees, we're going to come across and back to the centre. Bringing your elbow to your knee. So you don't bring your knee in, you just draw your elbow across to your knee. Good stuff. Squeezing, exhale as you lift. Breathing as you go, going at your own pace. Brilliant. Keep it coming, we're nearly through. Last couple of repetitions. Last one. And resting there. We're going to lie there for a moment, just relax the neck on the mat. Then we're going into our heel taps next. We're nearly through. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, coming round to those heels. See if you can challenge yourself. Take your heels out a little further, increasing your heel tap range of movement. Coming back to the centre, round to the side, exhaling round, inhaling as you come back to centre, getting those obliques working. Upper ab exercise. Squeezing round, you're nearly through. Last few. And resting there. Good. Okay, we're going to come into that plank. So coming up, coming onto all fours, and then we're going to get ready to go into our plank position. So feet apart at the back, coming up into your plank, keeping your hips nice and still. Bum down. Don't want to see the bum up here. Bring that bum down. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Keeping those hips nice and still. Breathing as you go. Good stuff. Keep it coming. Brilliant work. Nearly through. One more exercise after this. Keeping that bum down. Last one. Knees to the mat. Okay. Coming onto our backs for our dead bug to finish. Okay, so knees at 90 degrees. Arms straight up. We're going to go for alternates. Let's go. So bringing that leg out. Or bringing that foot down to the mat. Whichever option you prefer for your lower core. This is the easier version, foot to mat. Harder is extending the leg out. But I want you to focus on your lower back on that mat. So working with whichever option works for you and your core strength as it is today. Keeping that lower back on the mat, drawing your tummy into your spine. We're nearly through. You're doing a great job. Working through the burn. Last few. And resting there. Brilliant. Okay. Staying where you are on the mat, I'm just going to stop my clock. And we are just going to do a little stretch for the upper abs. So we're just going to bring our arms up overhead. Bring your knees down to one side. Taking a deep breath in. And exhaling over to the other side. Bring those knees down to the floor if you can. Keeping your arms on the floor. Coming back over to the other side. Taking a deep breath in. And exhaling the knees over. Just relaxing that core. Okay. Coming up slowly to your feet. We're just going to stretch the upper body. So bringing your arms behind you. And just doing a little chest stretch. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. Please stretch. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I would be very grateful. Bringing the arms across, little shoulder stretch. And the other side. And please feel free to leave comments, a little thumbs up. I'd be very grateful. It's great to know my content is being appreciated. I will keep producing more if I know people are following. Okay, and reach up nice and tall, coming over to one side, bit of spinal lateral flexion, and then across to the other side. Excellent, and reaching up. Thank you for joining me.